satisfaction. Enjoy your life. You must be, how do I call it? Live a full life. That means you try and enjoy work, try and do a profession where you enjoy. If you don't enjoy, like I say, if you don't enjoy, and you find that you don't enjoy engineering or architecture, go and do something restaurant, whatever. You can still make money. Hello, okay.
So who are you?
I'm No.9 GauSukGong of Sean.
I'm Sean.
He's Sean.
What makes a person successful?
Like I always believe, Sean. After working 50 over years, I retired 10 years ago. I told you.
Yeah.
So can you imagine what we study, even architecture, engineering, whatever it is. The course is only 3-4 years, or architecture is 4-5 years. 5 years, let's say. Even then, what you learn is, can I say, maybe even 5-10% of what you really, need to do well. A good thing to go to university or to go further study is that they teach you how to get information. You can, like last time, now you all got Google, all this. Last time you all is books, all this, information, all this. But now, I think more important is the practical. So I remember when I first came back, I told you about my my background.
Yeah.
I'm not smart.
You failed university a few times.
Not few times.
One time. No?
One time in Hong Kong. Then the other one, actually, I didn't fail. I didn't pass my thesis up. So I took 7 years instead of 5 years. And even then, coming back, when I started work, or even working overseas, I find that what you learn is very different from what you really do. I started, of course, working in New Zealand in the architecture office, but in fact, my studio master, maybe cheap labor in New Zealand, so we work part-time, 4-5 days a week. We're doing drafting work and all this. So that is more design, not so design, drawing up design for architects. And then I learned that, how to put thoughts into drawing. And then after that, when I came back, we start to design building, we start to supervise. And that's where no way you can learn that in school. Like, okay, give example, how to lay brick. In school, they cannot teach 100 people how to lay brick. That one, you have to go to site, see how they do, then the experienced bricklayer or carpenter will tell you, that's the good practice, that's a no good practice. So you learn all this from scratch, So to me, as I say, it's most important is have the right attitude to learn. Learn. And as I told you, I was so worried because when I first came back, no doubt there were so few architects at that time in Malaysia. One of my colleagues got sacked before he got his probation through. So I was scared like hell. He's a 5 years graduate from UK, 5 years, finished the course, must have done quite well. And I was one of those, 7 years or the whole thing. So I was so worried, wow, I really went down, learned, worked hard. And then that's where, after 2-3 years, I got accepted. Of course, I passed my probation after 6 months. And then after that, 3 years, they made me a director. It's a recognition. So from then on, I know, you can see, you stay with them. I wanted to stay with them to learn about the practice. Like I say, during our time, we don't even know what is debit, credit, how to get a client, how to manage the office and all these things, because you're in management. So I learned the whole thing. Then after 8 years, boom, I came out. That time, opportunity is there. All my classmates, actually, those who are about my time, from technical college, went overseas, came back. Most of them are out to practice. Let me start their own consulting firm after 3-5 years. And I came out after 8 years. But of course, I was junior foreigner for 3 years. So it's about 5 years experience. I come out, become a director. So I took the risk, came out with my Malay partner. And we did very well. And from then on, no regret. And I got married after 6 months. Crazy, I tell you why. Because I'm from Ipoh originally. I don't know many people in KL.
Yeah.
Because I came here and studied 3 years in a college. You stay in a hostel, you don't meet anybody. So when I came back and worked here, very lonely. KL, as you know, is a big town, not like Ipoh, very friendly people. I come from a smaller town, Tapa, everybody know each other. KL, you don't know anybody. Nobody will stop and help you. It's like big town, city life. So I found it so lonely. Then my wife was working, or my girlfriend then, my family, I know her long ago. She's back working as a nurse. Then I came back, I told myself, get married. So
She said yes?
She said yes.
Crazy, yeah.
6 months, earning like I told you, $900.
You quit and you started your own practice, right?
After 8 years, that time I was earning about a few $1,000s. I was a junior partner, of course you get raised, I mean the partnership, too many. I was only 5% or something like that. So how much can you get? So I told myself, I go out and try. And when I went to try, I did the first 5 years already did quite well.
Really?
So can relax, buy car, buy new car, BMW, and all this. We were enjoying life really. And lucky I focus on housing. I know that's where the money is because you got big scale. Then if you are lucky, you do some high rise, you get a good name. But I did I would say one of the biggest housing scheme. Done some of the biggest housing scheme in Malaysia. I did Setia Alam, 4,000 acres. Bukit Beruntung, from 4,000 acres, we went out to 8 to 10,000 acres. Those are big schemes, which only Malaysia, like KL, got this chance. Like Ipoh, can you imagine, okay, your grandfather's scheme, Kelabang,
Quite big, right?
1,002 acres started.
Yeah.
Up to today, still not finished,
Yeah, good lah. That means forever you can keep
Forever,
moving.
but that means it's very slow, no good. John, because I was working on it when I first started my own firm. That was about when I was 35. After working 8 years, say 10 years, then my whole career is now, I've already worked 50 over years, 60 years. So imagine 30, 40 years still cannot finish 1,000 acre. In KL, the one I did, I told you that one of the biggest schemes is Setia Alam, the 4,000 acres. I think now more or less completed already, which is less than 10, 15 years. That's the scale.
Yeah.
Because
made a lot of money lah.
I mean,
If each house 1 million, you sell 10,000
No,
houses.
they make 1 million.
100 acres.
The fees, fees, let's say you do, there were a few architects, but we were the main who did the master plan. Then I did quite a lot of the housing work. So the bigger the scheme and housing, to spend, say, time, that's why people don't know this. People want name, but you look at it, you must have your basic financial first. Then you got chance to do a high rise, like I did the Karagan building, I did Eco City, 40 old story. I also do complexes and all this, like Ipoh also I did. Miru, Clubhouse, I did the Green Town, all the commercial and so on. I mean, you get a variety, but because it's repeated, let's say to build 10 terrace house and build 100 terrace house, same time, one design or two design.
Yeah, same design
right?
lah.
Then after that, you construction, contractor do 10, do 20, same time.
Sure.
So your fees, double, triple. So mass housing is where the money is. So that's why I also concentrate on housing. So become a specialist in housing. That's why, in the end, your grandfather all went to housing, all this, make money.
So you would recommend my generation to also go to housing?
Also think of it. Think of learn what you can. Like you are a mechanical engineer. If you want to go into consultancy, want to make big, don't just depend on, let's say, a mechanical engineering course. Like as an architect, architecture can make you some money, but reasonably good income. But the big money is some big architect like they are Picasso, the one we sold 200 acres to him.
I know Gamuda, Sunway. Right?
But a lot of these are engineers run by architects. That means we are in that line. We hate, let's say as architect and engineer, we always lead in the construction field. So why can't we are the one who advise the developer to make money, Why can't we do ourselves? So that's why a lot of architects, like now I'm a advisor to your uncle or your grandfather. I also took shares, some housing scheme, I make some money from there.
Yeah.
So you can divert off. So don't think as a consultant, only do consultant, no. Because you learn all this, and then I also know some architect, my boss, they also start supplying company. I mean, in the building industry, you build building complexes, but office building. Then you can also, after designing, you can also supply material. And some architects also go into construction. They are the best, because we are leading the team, And then engineer also like head
Project manager.
Project manager. So why not?
Okay.
So a lot of people got it wrong. Oh, architect, engineer, they cannot make. But actually, one of the biggest Tong Kok Mau, like Mont Kiara, developed by an architect.
Slowly you start as an architect.
Start architect, then you move
30 years later.
move out to development. I think there are some architects I know who also went to construction. Like PVP, I know one boss give up his practice, go into construction.
Okay.
To me, like I said, more important is after graduation, it's not what you or how much degree you come from. You might come from Cambridge or a mediocre or middle standard for university. But more important is attitude, learn. And then most important is networking. I mean, networking means you work with people, you can work with people, you're easygoing, then people work with you can invest in whatever business you want with people. You cannot do everything yourself.
How do you develop the attitude to learn? Because everyone learns in school, but then you have to want to learn, right?
For mine, my kick-off was because I was so scared. I get scared, because I saw someone beside me, architect. Mine was fear. But then, in the end, I found that after getting through the first 6 months, you got a probation, but you find that, wow, a lot of things you don't know. Because that time you have time to learn. Then you find that, the more you learn, better knowledge, the boss will say good, then you get promoted, become a junior partner, become as you go up, they give you more responsibility. So that's where the important is. So,
but everyone goes through that path, but suddenly
but some people are slow learner. Like some, in the school also got cocky people. Some people think they are smart, so they won't bend down, so lower themselves, humble. You learn. We look at the carpenter. They're not qualified, but because the carpenter has worked, let's say, on all this building this house. The carpenter, the one who is working on it, was 60, 70 years old. That time I was only 50 years old. You can learn from them. They teach you, okay, this wood, no good. Why? Too young. You can last 10 years only. You go and buy a 100-year-old tree, last you 100 years. I mean, these are the things you learn from them. You don't learn in school. So, learning is the most important. Then after that, networking, like I say. Then life will come by itself. But then you must know how to save. Don't be spending, gambling, or a lot of people spend until no saving. So you do don't be good, save everything. You live comfortably, make sure you have a percentage, 10-20% of your income or whatever earning, save it. Invest in good investment. When I say good investment, I know some people say those blue chip shares also good. But some people, if blue chip, you're not gambling. Then the other one is, if you invest in property, buy land long term or shop house, property sure make money on, because over years the inflation will go up. So to me, that's why in the end, I'm glad I can retire. A lot of people ask me at 70 I retire. After working, how long?
50 lah. You started 20.
I started about say 28, 30 lah. 70 I retired. That means I already work.
40 something.
40 years. Now I'm already 50 over years. Because I came back 28. Now I'm 81. 50 years. So you can imagine with all this experience, now okay, I become an advisor. I do what I want, what I enjoy. I mean, I advise not things I don't like housing. I can contribute to. I mean, your grandfather knew that probably I can help your uncle, even your father when he was looking after. I mean, they learn a lot of things from us. Because they see the advantage of a consultant good is you work with many developers. You know the good one, the lousy one, the mediocre one. So you learn from the best. Then you always get the best. Let your new client know so that they also learn from it.
So better to start in a smaller company so then you can learn a lot more.
To me, maybe not small, medium size. Because too small, you do small job. Too big job, you do big job, but then you are one of the junior there. Well, I went to an up and coming job firm. They were not, in the end they become almost top 3. I mean, they become big because they did a lot of housing and they make their name because their attitude good. And in the end, all that matters is you win the confidence of the client. Your name become good, people will employ you. That's why after doing 500 acres, 1,000 acres, 2,000 acres, people know, this fella, no problem.
So, you know the advice you give to your children's generation? Is it any different from the advice you give to my generation? Because we are like 30 years apart. And then you got a lot more experience.
For my children, for me, like I say, I've only one son now. I lost the first one very young. At 2 years old, he got leukemia, no save. Then 3 years got away, passed away. So my second son, when he came on, I mean, I already know that time we only got one kid. So I have to make sure you don't get spoiled. Make sure you treat him, try and let him be, a normal upbringing. That's why. So in the end, encourage him to study, encourage him what he want to do. But of course, they are not hungry like us. Like I say, none of your generation people are registered. Our generation, all professionals are registered. And then a lot of those work, and then after that become own boss. Then you make your money. I mean, make your money is one thing, but the satisfaction, to me, is very important. Like architecture, even your grandfather asked me to give up my practice, help him to do development. He will give me shares and ask me to join him. But I said no. Why?
Hungry.
I enjoy my work. I'm already doing reasonably well. I'm not, I mean, I might make a few more million, but as an architect, I get the satisfaction. Good job, people pat your back. Especially housing, To me, housing is important because you are not drawing, say, a terrace house or apartment. You have a few hundred units. You're not satisfying one client, You're satisfying all the buyers. So you cannot satisfy all. As long as 50% say they like what you have done, then I know I'm quite successful. Of course, with 80% you get an A in school like that. So that satisfaction is very important. People say thank you to you. Like let's say I've been staying in the apartment where I'm staying now for 30 over years. Those people say that, Lim, very good this design. Your design, my partner, I saw it through. So these are the satisfaction you get. And financial is one thing, but this is emotional. And that's why people ask me, I retire. I say, why not? Because I work hard. I've earned enough. I know I can survive. So I told myself, when I first got my first grandson, actually, Cecil, Abubu. Can you imagine? He's now 17 years old. 2-3 years old, he is the one who made me realize that his life is not just work.
He's drinking beer and
Drinking beer, but then more important, he said, Gong, look at the moon, so nice. Yeah. I mean, you start to look at, enjoy the slow pace of life. So I told myself,
So you tell your grandkids, work is not about work, it's about enjoying life.
Satisfaction. Enjoy your life, you must be, how do I call it? Live a full life. That means you try and enjoy work, try and do a profession where you enjoy. If you don't enjoy, like I say, if you don't enjoy, and you find that you don't enjoy engineering or architecture, go and do something restaurant, whatever. You can still make money. Or related. I might go become a salesman. If I can talk very well, I might sell style. My boss started manufacturing a roof tile factory. I mean, if they get your interest, you can still ask your client to use it. Nothing wrong.
I want to ask, who are you? So, like, what's your interest? What things you like?
For me, okay, as you know, I'm number 9 of the 11 boys. 2 mothers. My own mother, we have 6 boys.
Yeah.
The other side 5 boys. So altogether we are 9 boys. I mean 11 boys. I'm number 9, one of the lower. To me, I was very weak when I was young. Weak, shortest. I'm still the shortest, of all the 11 boys. And I was very skinny, a bit weak. I got a lot of pneumonia, whooping cough, all this nonsense. So my father was always very worried. My mother also, when she was alive, always asked me to be careful, very careful of me. So I'm not allowed to simply run around like some of them. But I was lucky. After I finished studying, came back and worked at the time, I managed to meet a group who was interested in board sailing. I like the outdoor, the sea. So I also followed them. I'm not a good swimmer, but I love the outdoor sun and all this. So I went board sailing. From board sailing, after that I went to scuba diving. That is my only hobby. I mean, I'm a member of golf course, a golf club. I designed, Malacca one, we all designed a golf club here. Biru was done by us. I'm all member of all this, but I never play a game of golf. Because I still enjoy my scuba diving more than anything else.
And beer?
Beer. Beer is together. Because you go away. You see, also, you must understand, scuba diving, I mean, you have done it, I went with you. You find that it's a different world. You find that because it's quite dangerous, supposed to be. So you concentrate very well. You forget everything. Forget about your worries, your work, and everything.
For 2 hours, you're down there.
All down there. Right? So, and you really enjoy. I mean, I started camera, then filming, then I went spearfishing, and that is the one which I got addicted. So I was so frequent, you won't believe. Every month we go twice. Every trip we go will be at least 2-3 days. One day 3 dives, also 6 to 9 dives.
Oh, yo.
1 month double that is more than 10-12 dives. Not like some people like you all every few years dive one time. We all every month must go. Every 2 weeks I will go at least. Sometimes weekly. So off season stop for a few months. So in the end, to me, life is like that. In the end, from the week long, all this, because this swimming is very good. So now I'm 81, doctor also say my age doesn't look like it.
Maybe you went diving with us like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I still can dive, I mean, but before that I was diving a lot, thousands and thousands of dives. So life to me is like that. There are few things, financially independent, then you must have good exercise, make sure you are fit. Now I can still walk, I can still drive. A lot of people my age, a lot of my classmates I know can't do this, can't do that. So, I mean, there are few things in life you must, be like have enough friends, family also, all these you might be close, so that you won't be lonely. So I'm glad, like I say, I live a good life, full life. Now I've still got a lot of friends, my classmates, we still have dinner, drinking beer, like with you, so cheers. This is living, And I must tell you one thing. I learned one thing from, today I met my classmate PK. He's now in the home, very sad. But I remember before his father, when his father passed away, I asked him, hey, PK, why are you not wearing black like all your brothers? He told me, my father, before he passed away, he had got cancer. So then he told me that, don't be sad when I'm gone. I've lived a very good life, a full life. So you all should, in a way, don't feel bad. I mean, not really celebrate. I was having a beer with him, in fact. That should be the attitude. You have a good life. I mean, the father was already 70 years old. So you say, yeah, why not? That's what I told myself. Even though now I have got lung problem, cancer, like I said, I still lucky. I told my family, don't worry. I mean, I've lived a full life. You have seen me like that. I can still drink beer. Right? I mean, that's why. I mean, in a way, all these are faded. So life is like that. That's why you remember my motto is be happy.
Now your motto is still Sing.
Still nothing is one thing lah. That one is because who said still nothing? Nyama. Nyama was the one I always use one. Right? But then this is because I mean it's nothing. Nyama, if you go on, is Nama all this is no good lah. But then you say Nama is nothing, it's become a habitual thing. But more important is, like I say, you must be emotionally, I mean, you must be able to work with people. Don't be too proud and don't be too simple. Also, lah, people bully you all this. So you have to be, stand on your own lah. That's what I believe, And I think I have no regret. To me, I always say, even though now I'm supposed to be a cancer patient, that's why yesterday I wanted to talk to our auntie, Sigun's mother. I told him, look, this is life. Exactly what my father taught me when I lost my first kid. I was so sad. I gave up my sport car. I was driving a Fiat 124 Sport. I sold it. I was so sad. My father also looked at me like that. That time I was still working. I haven't started my own. I was still working. Of course, I continued to work hard, but I was depressed. I was saying, my only son, that time, 2 years old, I said, what happened to you? So my father one day pulled me one side. I told my son about this. So in life, my father's, first thing I must tell you, my father first thing tell me, like, I know you lost your son, you must be blaming yourself or blaming why it happened to him. You blame maybe the Lim family or we didn't done something wrong, got punished or whatever. Which is true, Automatically you think like that, if you have something bad like that, you go sick, why happened to me? I might have done something wrong, But exactly how I felt. Then my father told me, no, I can assure you, he told me, I assure you, our Lim family, we never hurt people or mo hoyan. That means you don't hurt people, you don't cheat people, all these things. So all this happen is just fated. It will happen to anybody. Then I realized, so that's true. That's why I use the motto in the end: be happy, just be honest. Do good lah. Try and help people rather than, don't be selfish yourself or whatever it is. So okay, right? So that's how I look at life. Enjoy it, then also be responsible.
I ask one last question. Any general advice you want to give to my generation? Like go diving or go find a pretty girlfriend?
No, I would say, my always advice to younger people is work hard, play hard.
Yeah.
That's important, why? Because if you don't work hard, you tend to let a lot of opportunity go. Opportunity to work, to earn, whatever. I mean, to be happy, all these things. So you must try everything do, and must enjoy lah. I mean, no point, work like a dog,
Okay.
So work hard, play hard. That's why a lot of people say, wow, I see like I go partying or I go drinking or this. But I work hard. A lot of clients knows that I do that. Not many. A lot of architects want to show. I mean, they are always head of the construction team. They must show good example, cannot do this, cannot do that. To me, no. As long as you are clean, you are honest, you don't cheat people, you don't take bribe, all these things, they will respect you. Okay. And I don't mind telling you, Sean, the thing what I learned is, my boss last time was very strict. He always say, you all be careful, architect, you are always, engineer same, because you supervise work, you specify a lot of material, especially building project, all this. So they will come and bribe you. You see, very simple, Sean. If I take a bribe from a supplier or a contractor, because of that, he knows that you are on the take. He will tell his friend, this fella can be bought. Then your name go bad everywhere. So in the end, what I found out is, I'm always very proud that in the end, a contractor who has worked with you, they know they cannot bribe you, they employ you to become their consultant. That means they know your honors. And I'm very proud to say that there also even one contractor, I don't mind telling you, the Miru used to belong to a Malay before your grandfather took over, Anwar. And he is a partner of the Sultan of Perak. But Anwar was a big time contractor in KL. He has a firm who did a big job for me, $100 million project, quite big, for housing in KL. And his firm went down. In fact, he sued me, sued me for being helping the client, make it difficult for them. Of course, they were delayed very slow, so I recommend for terminate them. So he's terminated. So he got a lawyer to sue me, but after that he withdrew it. There's no case. In the end, when he became a developer, he met the Sultan of Perak. They got the Miru land. He wanted me to be his architect. So then I told you, are you sure you sue me? No, yeah, I want you to be my architect. You see, they know you are straight. They know they depend on you. Then they have seen our work, so okay. So I became the architect of Miru by a contractor who wanted to sue me. And I did the work, the biggest work, I don't mind telling you, Setia Alam, SP Setia. They are contractors. They have worked, maybe they built Karakan building, then after that they also made me a consultant. I did a lot of work for them. So, I mean, to be, like I say, work hard, play hard. If you are straight, you are not cheating or corrupted, you make a good name.
Okay.
Then easy to survive. Of course, if you are corrupt, you don't make money, But your name so bad, people spit at you.
Yeah,
then you have
behind your back.
Then you have to migrate. I know a lot of consultants, I mean, engineer, architect, whatever. Those who are corrupt, they in the end will go. They make their money. That's why I always joke, contractor. You want to bribe me, you don't bribe me 1 million, 2 million. Give me 10, 20 million, I will take it and I will run away.
Ciao, okay.
That was joke.
Your wife will kill you.
Right? Okay. That's why I say, like I told you just now, I mean, you can marry a rich girl, they are good one. I'm not saying all. You have to be very careful. Because some really, the rich one, they are a bit spoiled. Then in the end, they have no choice. Father got money, go and fish. Right? So be careful. I'm not saying, no. Just be careful.
Okay. Actually, I want to ask, because you have an interesting story about this one. Why is the China house built?
Okay.
Because all the young people, they don't know, right?
They don't understand, yeah. Okay, I told my son the same thing. Okay, you see, your grandfather is eldest.
Hot temper,
Very hot temper, very aggressive. He's very smart. He's the one, the first one in our family to get a federal scholarship. Federal scholarship means during those days, 50, 60 years ago, only 4 people a year get a scholarship. And out of these 2 Malay, 1 Indian, 1 Chinese. Normally, so he's one of them. So because of that, but then he's smart. But then when people are smart, people are business-minded, they tend to use people. I mean, like they will see someone, that's why he asked me to give out your practice, go and join him, but I didn't want. But there are a few brothers, number 5, who worked with him for a long time. Then after that, I think one recently came, didn't do well, I mean, they quarrel, so he left.
Fired.
Then number 7, number 7, who was working outside, he asked him to come back and help him. After a while, didn't get along well, also left. So they are not good terms. Then number 10, also worked with him, marketing, also didn't get along well. So can you imagine, 3 of them don't talk. So in the end, I mean, I'm one of those who get along with all of them. I will say, I have no problem with even your grandfather. Number 3 is the meter also, because he's a politician. Don't make enemy on So he just asked me, hey, is it 1 against? I told you 1 against 5 or 2 against 4. I said, no, they all were already 4 against 1 there. Myself, I said, I'm neutral. Whoever is not right, I will tell you. So in the end, when this house came along, not this house first, Doctor, as you know, number 3 is a politician. He was para-exco. So this one big piece of land here next to the golf club was subdivided by the government and given to government officer. He is one of the minister from Perak, so he got one big piece. And it so happened it's next to your grandfather's house.
This plot.
This plot.
Hey, okay.
Free, not free, $2 per square foot, very cheap for government servant. So your number 3 uncle asked me, or my brother, hey, can I build, or you think I should build a bungalow? Because New Year we come back, you don't have to stay in a hotel. Some of us can stay here. That time we used to stay in your grandfather's house, Pujai house, but not enough. So I said, instead of that, now the brother also don't like to go to number 1 house for New Year. Why can't we? I mean, you put the land, I get all the brothers, each contribute to build a family house. Family. That's why we call China. Okay, why is a China house? Because that time few of us went back to China to see my grandmother's house, which is very nice, like this single story, single story with courtyards and all this. So we like it. So they told me, why not do? I said, why not we do something like that? Because it's unique. The land is big enough. Single story, 8 room, 8 brothers and sisters. My own mother's side. Each of us supposed to contribute whatever we can. I estimated about $1 million, so or less 800,000, so 100,000 each. But not all can afford. So your eldest brother, your grandfather say that who cannot pay, I'll pay for them, like Taiku or number 7, who is not, number 5. They're not doing that well, so they don't have to pay. So some of us, like me as an architect, I paid a bit more because a lot of furniture I bought. I was doing all right. Then Tai Park paid for the rest. And then some part agree, this land sell cheaply to the family. 100,000. So in the end, in the trust, nobody owns it, nobody can sell it. And we arrange in such a way that the family can gather, which is very good. Now every New Year come back, Mudao is empty now, Tai Park got a room, everybody got a room if they want to stay here. But
what's the point of a Tai Park room? I live next door.
Yeah, but then if Tai Park room, because he was, I mean, sometimes when you go old, like alone, like so if he luckily he can get along with your father, and your mother is a daughter. That's why instead of staying here, 2 women maybe hard. So they went over to there to stay with your mother. But if your mother or your father get down, not easy to get along. If your grandmother then habis he can come and stay here. Okay. Then Taiku can come and stay here. Taiku now alone there, sometimes come to my house to eat, that's all. So if let's say anything happen to me, my wife also can come back here. If they don't want to stay in KL with the son or the daughter-in-law, not all can get along. Then like Taiso don't get along with
Forward thinking.
So I was the one who actually that's one of the things like a retirement home, that's why you notice no step, nothing. All RAM, all this, so that safe for old people. And then more important is make it sustainable. That means we invested after building it. It's not easy to maintain, So a few of us got investment, did some development. We took 2 shop house. We invested in 2 shop house. We sold it, got a few $1 million. So the trust, the house trust. So the interest itself to run the maid and keep it going. So,
family house.
So we have like no need maintenance. Of course, your grandfather when he passed away, he also donated a sum of money to add in there, so that become the interest you earn. You need a few thousand there, nobody stay here, only a maid to sustain. So to me it's good. Keep the family together, your generation, the next generation, all very happy. I mean, not many family can gather, like you say, you love to come back for New Year. Why? You got
everyone comes back.
80, 90 people, no.
Yeah.
How many families
free
there?
Free flow food, free flow beer.
That's why. So this is where, I mean, that's my what you call strong point. I'm one of those people, I get along with all. Even your grandfather supposed to be very fierce. But I'm one of those who say, I also argue with him, but I know his character is like that. After that, he's nothing. And he argue to learn from you, no. You don't argue, not like maybe the son is different, don't like to argue with people, but with father, your grandfather. Your mother, you ask your mother, one day I think in the office, your mother was there. He heard two of us shouting in the conference room with your father, arguing about what material to use for building. I mean, I'm a younger son, brother, even though, but I'm an architect, I've worked so many years. He asked me what, no, why do you use brick wall, all this for internal partition? Why do you use, like in England, people use drywall, timber board, all this. They can be insulated, all very nice. But I say in Malaysia, the thing is low cost, no. The mentality of the local people. Because, I mean, those things can rot, got termite, timber, all this. It's not easy. In Malaysia, that's why labor is cheap. So they use brick, even though cost more labor, but labor is cheap. So I argue with him, then only, okay, like that. Shouted, no. And then he shout, you scared, you don't argue, then you habis.
You have to be fierce, lah.
Have to, but I also, the limb, we got the, like your mother,
crazy. The limb gene is crazy.
Very crazy, but I don't shout that much, this, subso, all, mother, I park, some park. Park also very loud noise. Then I cepat. It's always grumbling.
Okay.
So
thank you. Enough video already.
Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we good boy lah. You are alright lah.